All the angles covered on the mega wall at the Sky City Triple Crown. Hidden Valley Raceway in Darwin. It's race 3, round 3 of Touring Car Masters. And if you look at the top left of your screen, it's getting a little willing, Steve Johnson. Keith Kassulke, Cam Tilley, all the Ford boys are ganging up on one another in this one. And in the break, Gavin Bullis and Kassulke had a run off the road between them as well.
They did. So Gav's actually come back here. He was quite a bit behind starting this last lap. And well, here he's up the inside. He's fired up. He wants to get back to Kassulke now.
I think there's payback on mine because he looks like he's in a hurry to get back up there.
Just on the left-hand front there of Kassulke's car, that big dent.
Yeah, that was from before.
Absolutely.
Now, this is Greg Crick making a move on Jimmy Richards, but making a mistake just a little bit too deep. He rejoined in fourth. This is what we were talking about.
Bang.
Just a little one.
See a bit of dirt. There we go. And he does a great job here. Bullis to hold on to it. But you'll be thinking right about now, I wish there's a photographer right here. That'd be great for my wall.
I think he's a little busy. Stevie, right about there. Hanging on to it. Just behind them, you've got Chris Stillwell in the number 6 Mustang, and he's in Class B, the Pro Sportsman category. Greg Keane, we saw before the break, his Porsche stopped. He was leading the points, so that will change the championship within the championship, and it looks like Kassulke's car, the rear tyres are starting to hurt.
They are, and I think Gavin is seeing red.
I think he's seeing blue, but I know what you mean.
And then silver.
I know what you mean. Trying to gain some ground. They're fighting for positions 6, 7 and 8. Andrew Meekey's just down the road in the Bob Middleton-owned Camaro.
He's able to just clear this group and just get that break now, obviously. Now they're fighting, so they're slowing each other down, and it's brought all the guys behind him. Mark King, Steve Mason, Stillwell, they're all there now.
Yeah.
So it's going to make it very interesting the last 3 laps of this race.
John Bowe controlling the race out in front. 2.3 seconds back to Brad Tilley. Jimmy Richards third for Greg Crick and Andrew Meekin in this fight that we're covering with some 6 cars nose to tail. Pretty much all Fords, Mustangs, Falcons, a GM product in there with Mark King in the Camaro.
Sensational, isn't it?
Yeah,
great
cool
noise up through there.
They are a really popular part of the Sky City Triple Crowns. The 6th year in a row that TCM has been part of the support category package in the top end. Back on board with Brad Tilley, who's got Jimmy Richards zeroing in now. While everyone went to the Circuit of the Americas in Texas, I spent some time with JR at his workshop. I tell you what, he's got some good gear. Not only has he got his Falcon Sprint, the Javelin's on the way back for some stage later in the year, but he's also got a 635 BMW Group A car, the car that he won the 87 title in the M3, and he's got his Skyline GDSR. He's got almost his whole racing career.
Does he keep his target cars there too, his Porsches?
I couldn't fit them all in when I was there. It's really cool, and he just loves racing. Doesn't matter what it is, he's right into it, and he's still competitive, and he's gaining on Brad Tilley for 2nd place in this race. The points as they sit, 1, 2 and 3 in the race will be 1, 2 and 3 for the round overall.
You can probably find that Brad's tyres maybe starting to just go away a little bit, as we alluded earlier. Jimmy's cars, a little bit less horsepower, but quite a bit lighter. So it's going to be better on his tyres.
Now, Bullis has got Cam Tilley here, so Kassulke's next on the queue. Let's see if he can return the serve and get it to 15 all from before, because they had a little bit of a rub.
Oh, he's giving it a go.
He's just given it a little bit of a go.
Just a little bit loose on the entry there.
He's had a 6th and a 9th in the races so far, and he's probably overdriving it now. In fact, he is overdriving it. That will drop him outside the top 10. And it wasn't too much of a shock that came in the end, because it was looking like he was pushing pretty hard, so he'll be pretty fired up after that one, but there's no one to race now. They've all got away.
He's probably just going to put on a show for the fans now. Just a little quick shout out to a friend of mine on his birthday. Happy birthday, Matty.
Oh, gee, you're doing plugs now
you
as
like
well.
That?
Never said happy birthday to me.
Well, you weren't saying anything, so I thought I'd just jump in there.
Fair enough.
While we're watching Gav here have a bit of fun.
Any other community service announcements for you, Steve?
No, not at the moment. I think I'm done there, thanks.
Okay, all good. Now, this is what happened with car 11. Went around, lost the rear. Cam Tilley through in that number 60 Mustang. While it's Brad Tilley who's the one who is in 2nd spot. No one making contact on the way through, and it was pretty much a Ford parade. Mustang. Well, the Chev sort of fucked it up there a little bit,
Yeah.
but you can't have it all. Hey, you're not a full Ford man now. You're sort of a bit of a Merc man too.
I don't know. So what colour blood would that make me?
Do you have to get a combination shirt now, or how does that work?
No, that's been done before.
It has, actually. So you just wear DJR gear until you get to Sandown.
Yeah, I
weird,
got a bit
isn't it?
confused actually. I got up here and I was hoping I packed the right gear.
It's a strange situation where the GM of one team is driving for another. Do you pull over at Bathurst and let Chaz win? or-
Hell no.
Thought you'd say that. This fight for second's pretty good though, isn't it? Jimmy Richards is keeping the pressure on Brad Tilley with a lap or so to go.
He's caught up a fair bit. He was a little bit behind, and these last couple of laps, he's really put the pressure on Brad now.
This is Gary O'Brien and Cam Mason, 14th and 15th, and this Blue Camaro actually won the first TCM series back in 07 from memory with Cam's dad Steve, who's now in a Mustang fastback in Class B. So it's Cam's first time in Darwin, first time in this car here, and still learning the ropes, but running in the mid-pack while John Bowe is on his last lap. He's nearly 3 seconds clear. He'll have to do the next round with about 2,500 revs, I think.
He will. He actually did tell me earlier on in the day when he found out that I was going to commentate this race to let everybody know that he's doing a great job for a 42-year-old.
42-year-old who's had his 42nd birthday how many times? About 25?
20 times, yeah.
Jimmy. Now, not all look right there with the Falcon Sprint.
No. There's something coming
Something
in
leaking,
there.
yeah, definitely leaking on the rear tyres.
He's got... Oh, that's water coming out there.
Oh, it's not good. He's going to have to limp this home.
It could be either. He could have a rock through the radiator, or it just could be generally overheating. It's so hot on track at the moment. Track temperature is well up.
Luckily, it's the last lap, Stevie, and he'll get home.
Crick
Greg Crick might get him, though, but John Bowe will get them all. Clean sweep for the Mustang, and he extends the lead in Touring Car Masters. Brad Tilley second, Jimmy Richards losing water or losing coolant, but not losing third spot. He made it home in front of Greg Crick. Andrew Medicki next in position 5, but it's a good day for the Ford fans. Mustang, Falcon.
Absolutely, they've done a good job.
There's Keith Kasuki, he's next home. Position 6, but they've got to stop this man, John Bowe. The next round of TCM, they'll be with us at Queensland Raceway in July, so we're looking forward to seeing if anyone can get on top of the Hall of Famer. Chris Stillwell in 7th, top of the pops in Class B. Mark King 8th, Steve Mason 9th, and Gavin Bullis rounded out the top 10. Stay with us after Touring Car Masters. We'll switch it up and go to the V8 Utes.